brief explanation of what this series is all about, I have 9 different coffees from different countries from the company Nespresso. I am a cigarist that's learning everything he can about stuff of this nature. Because of the art behind it, you get to understand taste notes and origins. What else has that? Coffee. With coffee, some of the notes you'll find in this, you can find in coffee with earth, woodsy, cocoa, and so on. I have 9 different origins which will be on display right now, and I want to find out which one is the best. Join me on this journey, guys, to see who has the world's best coffee. Roll that intro. Tricked you guys. I was gonna go for the next one, but I told you, I warned you guys, it might end up being random picks from this point on. Instead of going for Ethiopia, I went for Uganda. Look at that foam. Look at that foam. You have about, I will say, an inch of foam. You have the deep dark body of the coffee. Let's get into the part that I enjoy the most. Let's go for a aroma test. Ooh, this is more stronger. This is way more stronger. Oh my God. Guys, this smells amazing. This smells amazing. It's like very... It's like very earthy. I'm kind of getting the hang of it. It's either earthy or woodsy. For those who are confused with what I'm doing, I went to Puerto Rico a few years ago, and I've done rum tastings, and I also did other tastings from that point on, from wine to rum to bourbons, and the list goes on. Majority of the instructors for these tastings, they tell you to do a pattern. Whenever it comes to anything that you're tasting, when it comes to beverage or spirit wise, they state to go from one nostril to the other nostril. So go back and forth like that. And that is kind of how you could decipher notes and try to get an understanding of the drink itself or the spirit itself. You go from one nostril to the other nostril. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So to me, I get a lot of wood just from the aroma. Now let's go for the taste. Ooh. Ooh. On the contrary of it being very potent when it comes to aroma, it's really sweet. I was expecting a lot of bitterness. Yeah, there's no bitterness to it. It's like, wow, that's delicious. Yeah, it's like a woodsy taste to it. It's very complex and rich. Yeah, it's very complex and rich. I'm just trying to see if there's any more to it. That's what I'm getting. Rich, complex, earth, or wood. Let's go read the website on Nespresso.com. Let's see what it says. taste. In Uganda, sustainable practices enable farmers to deliver a rich espresso with a wild character that carries both hard-to-find sandalwood notes and elegant florals. I'm picking up on these stuff now, guys. I'm finally picking up notes. I'm kind of proud of myself. Wow. Wow. This actually has more to their about page for Uganda compared to the previous coffees, not including Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico had an extended bio. Uganda also has its extended bio, which is Reviving Origins, is our long-term program in which we partner with farmers to restore coffee regions. Uganda's Razuri Mountains carries ideal Arabic conditions, but lacks the appropriate farming practices left its potential untapped. Nespresso delivers training in agriculture practices that helps transform the smallholder coffee culture, unlocking higher quality and value with the building of community coffee nurseries. Seeds are sown for the renewal of Razuri's aging Arabica trees. That's interesting. And this is why I'm so behind Nespresso. It's because not only they have all these creative little coffees, like the chocolate fudge and the hazelnut muffin and the caramel cookie and the vanilla custard pie, and they have such a unique variety with their coffees itself, from double espressos to expressos to this one being a lungo, which I've got to mention. This is a 3.7 fluid ounce. For example, like this coffee, which I did forget to mention and apologize, that this is a lungo. This is a lungo when it comes to the variety. This is also different. The previous one was a Grand Lungo, while this one is a regular Lungo. Before I continue my appraisal to Nespresso, let's kind of break this coffee down and to kind of actually showcase why Nespresso is so unique. They also have a little rating system for their coffees itself. This coffee has 5 categories: bitterness, acidity, roast level, body. And each other category has a rating from 1 to 5. The bitterness for this coffee is a 4 out of 5. The acidity to this coffee is a 2 out of 5. The roast level is a 4 out of 5, and the body is a 4 out of 5. And that's kind of perplexes me. Bitterness being at 4, roast level being at 4. Maybe because of the roast level that it evens out, because I don't get the whole bitter aspect. To me, it's smooth. It's almost like we're talking about this. It's smooth going down. Usually when you have a coffee that's really bitter, you have the same kickback as you just took a shot of something. You go, ah. If you're not used to black coffee and you drink black coffee, especially if you give yourself a Cuban coffee, like I'm talking about like the espresso coffee, little cafecito. When you take a sip of that, you're gonna be like, whoo, that's gonna wake you up because it's concentrated. Looking at the taste and seeing out of the 4, 3 of them being a 4 out of 5, and the fact that this is actually sweet. It's a little crazy to me, but it's enjoyable. It's a 3.7 ounce and it's delicious and I love it. But before I end the video, again, I just want to give my praise to Nespresso for the fact that they're very creative, for the fact that not only they do have their creative flavors, throughout the season, pumpkin spice, coconut, so on and so on. It's the fact, to get back on the point I was saying before, it's the fact that they go to these regions, they actually assist on the cultivating process. They train people how to utilize their regions properly. And they keep on going back to these individuals instead of doing it themselves. They can easily market and farm it themselves, but they're showing support to these farmers. They're allowing farmers who are most likely in a rough patch, for the example of Puerto Rico, for their Puerto Rican double espresso, they utilize the farmers there because of the 2 different hurricanes that hit there, Maria and Fiona. Obviously, most recently is Fiona, so they reference that in the description. There is still aspects of Puerto Rico that's still recovering from the original one, which was Maria, and Fiona made it worse. But with the amazing company in Nespresso, they are utilizing the farmers and paying them, buying the coffees off of them, and using that for their coffee. Training the people in Uganda how to cultivate and how to farm, and then buying the seeds off of them. They could have done it themselves, but no, they're training the farmers how to use their own land and then buy the coffee beans off of them. They taught them how to do it, but they're still buying it off of them to put it in cups like this. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And I will always back Nespresso forever and ever until I guess I cease to exist. If I'm gonna end this video off for the rating, the fact that it's very smooth. I'm gonna go for a 9 out of 10. I like this a lot. I'm not getting the bitterness at all. I'm not getting bitterness. Bitterness is 4 out of 5. I think the combination of the acidity, roast level, and body is causing it to kind of balance out. It tastes rich, like how the description says. It's hard to explain. It has a great taste to it, and it's not overwhelmingly intense or bitter. But this deserves to be in its own little category. This is a 9 out of 10. We're gonna continue off tomorrow with another video. Would it be Ethiopia? Would I go back in order? Or would I choose at random again? Who knows? You'll see tomorrow. But until next time, guys, love your faces, and I'm out. Peace.